In this video, I'm going to be going over how to get rich buying multifamily apartment buildings. Coming from somebody who's bought and sold hundreds of units of apartments and thousands of single family houses, we're going to go over how to get rich with apartment buildings. First, I'm going to go over phase number 1, which is test, then prove it, then raise, and then scale. Currently, I am on number 4, and I'm going to tell you how to go from step 1 to step 4 in this short little video. So first, let's start off with test. What I mean by test is I want you to go out there and test your thesis. Test your thesis about buying apartments, where to buy them, how to buy them, and most importantly, help us get to step number 2, which is prove it. Because before you start raising money, before you start buying apartment buildings, you first have to show your investors that you know what in the hell you are doing. And the only way to do that is by going out there and testing your thesis. So first you have to figure out your buy box, which means where are you buying? What are you buying? With who are you buying these deals with, right? So which city? What kind of buildings? Are we doing value add? Are we buying turnkey buildings? With who? Who's your PM? Who's your construction? Who's your broker? Right? This is all of your test. You want to go and buy these assets. You want to implement the business plan. And then you want to use these assets to help us with prove it, which means makes a case study. What I would recommend doing for your first is do a 20 plus unit building. I would use your own cash or friends and family. Okay. I would do friends and family, do your own cash. I would do a 20 unit. I would try to hit a 15% plus IRR for your investors. And I would buy something over $1.5 million and above. Okay, so $1.5 million, 20 plus unit, 15% IRR. Do it with your own cash, friends and family. For your loan, you can use agency debt. This is going to be non-recourse, especially since it's going to be your first deal. This is what I would do for my first deal if I was just starting out again in multifamily real estate. This is what I would do. Now, this leads us into number 2, which is prove it. Or the proof, right? You want to build a case study. So that first deal turns into a PDF, right? Or a video or something like that you can send off to other investors. You're going to need this aspect because me and my dad did 5 buildings before we ever started raising real significant money. We were the major investors in 5 multifamily buildings that we bought, rehabbed, renovated, and sold before we even started raising money from other people at scale and started the fund and all that kind of stuff. So you need these case studies to build kind of like a Rolodex of who the hell are you and do you know what the hell you're doing, okay? So you want to make sure that these deals go good, which is why my recommendation would be to do a very safe deal. Light value add, 20 unit, 15% IRR, buy it for $1 million plus so you can get the agency debt, non-recourse financing. With light friends and family, let them know this is your first deal. Don't try to sell them too hard on raising the money or them investing because again, this is going to be for a case study. Now, hopefully you blow these buildings out of the park. For us, we did buildings and our average IRR was like 80%. So we blew the deals out of the fucking water, right? And because we blew these deals out of the water and got an 80% IRR, that allowed us to go to step number 3, which is you begin to raise. Now, this is when you start thinking about legal assets. You start thinking about SEC. Do we file with the SEC? Do we start a fund? What kind of fund? All that kind of stuff. 506C Reg D. So you want to go and register a 506C Reg D because that allows you to do marketing, okay? This is where you start thinking about raising money. How do I raise money at scale? How do I protect my investors? How do I make sure I'm doing the right thing? You want to go ahead and do it all legally with these aspects here. The reason why is because if you try to scale it up, not going this route, you're just going to run into hot water later on into the process. So my recommendation is do it right the first time. The downsides of this is that it costs a money. This is going to cost you, let's just call it $50,000 to go ahead and do this. Okay. It's going to be a very expensive investment, but if you've ran your test successfully, if you have proof in the case study, you're probably going to feel confident in yourself enough to raise money for the future deals, right? And I have another YouTube video where I kind of go over how to start your first real estate fund, and that kind of dives deeper into this number 3 right here. But this is where you really start raising money. Then you spend $50,000 to get all your paperwork done. Then you start raising money, and then you can keep on doing, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5, test 6. But now you're testing different things. Now you're not just testing, do you know what the hell you're doing? Now you're testing PM, realtor, construction, finance. Can you repeat this over and over and over? You want to make sure all your deals are good. You do not want to get yourself into bad deals. It's going to make it very, very difficult to raise money because you're only going to be able to raise money from new investors. If you keep on raising money from new investors, it's going to be very tough to scale. The way you scale a multifamily real estate fund is by continuously raising money from the same investors over and over and over again, and raising as much as you can from those investors. It increases your LTV. You can spend more on marketing. The more you spend on marketing, compared to other competitors, the more money that you can raise, okay? Because these investors like to be wined and dined, they like to be educated, they like to make a good return on their money, and they're going to tell all of their friends if they do start making a good return on their investment alongside you. So you want to make sure you're getting yourself into very, very good deals, and you focus more on the asset management than the deal finding. Because you can go out there and find great deals and raise all this money, but it doesn't matter as long as your asset management, which is going to be something else you're going to test at scale here. You want to make sure that your asset management is also super fucking solid, okay? This brings us to step number 4. And step number 4 is scale, okay? Now you have a couple different aspects, and this is kind of like the fund at the highest level. You kind of have the acquisitions, right? This is like finding deals. You have asset management, and you have capital raising. These are kind of the 3 buckets. And so what I focus on for my business is this one, right? And then I have my dad focusing on this one. His name is Eric. And then I have Hayato, who's my partner on this one. Again, we all kind of merge through all of them, but just a super simple example why we have 3 partners. There's 3 different aspects to the business. There's not much, there's legal, accounting, bookkeeping. I'm just putting that all under asset management, right? So this is like legal, accounting, books. This is like leases, rent roll, construction. This is marketing, sales, funnels, content, and then acquisition is deals, relationships, brokers, property management, inspection, bids, right? So this is what you got to build out. You have to build out the scale of this real estate fund. And now you might be like, holy shit, god damn, I gotta go test and then prove it. I gotta fucking blow this shit out of the water. This is gonna take me 3 years. Then I gotta raise money that's gonna take me another year. Then I gotta scale it up. Then I gotta find good partners. Then I gotta 5, 6, 7 years. Yes, correct. It's going to take a long, 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 long time. I've been in this game for 10 years now, and I just started a fund 12 months ago. 10-year anniversary into real estate, I finally started a fund. And I'm 30 years old. Most fund managers are 40, 50, 60 when they start their first fund, right? This business is going to take time. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. However, there is one shortcut, and that shortcut is working alongside other people who are in the same industry and business and networking as you. So I say that all to say, if you do want to do deals with me, help me raise money, find deals, asset management, raise capital, XYZ. If you want to learn more about this and how it works, click the link down below, top of the description. We'd love to work with you, get on a call with you, see if we can do some business together. That's what my recommendation would be. You can get there way faster and save 5, 6, 7 years and $50,000 in legal and testing deals out and all that kind of stuff. You can save a lot of time by just partnering up with other people. Some of the biggest funds, BlackRock partners with other funds all the fucking time. And so we can partner up with each other to get where we want to go way, way, way faster. So if you want to partner up with me, click the link down below, top of the description. We'd love to chat with you one-on-one. Yes, the calls go to me or to Hayato or to Eric, so you'll be able to chat with one of us. Thanks so much for staying till the end of the video. Comment down below what you thought about this video, any future questions that you have. I can film some more videos. And if you would like, go watch one of these other videos that YouTube is recommending for you that are from my channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.